Welcome, rare gems. Ever met a Sigma female? These women are like emotional ninjas, picking up on vibes that others completely miss. But here's a warning. Don't push them too hard, or you might see a side you never knew existed. Get ready, because here's what happens when you push Sigma females to their limits. First, they might retreat into their shell faster than a turtle avoiding danger. Sigma females are experts at staying calm. But if you push them too far, they'll disappear quicker than last weekend's leftovers. They'll become as quiet as a peaceful forest at dawn, and you'll start wondering if they've built a fortress around their emotions. Next, be prepared for the icy stare that could freeze a volcano. When a Sigma female hits her breaking point, her gaze can be intense and piercing, enough to freeze even the warmest hearts. It's like looking into the eyes of a hawk, sharp, unyielding, and downright chilling. And don't forget the silent treatment. When a Sigma female has had enough, she'll give you the cold shoulder, colder than a polar vortex. You'll be left out in the emotional cold, wondering what went wrong as she retreats into her inner world, leaving you feeling like you've been hit by an emotional blizzard. So, tread lightly. Pushing a Sigma female too far is like playing with emotional fire. You might just get burned. Come along on this journey of discovery with me. Together we'll delve into the fascinating world of rare gems. Don't miss out on the adventure. Be sure to show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. Let's embark on this exciting exploration together. I implore you to watch till the end. Number 10. The laser-sharp stare. The intense stare, a Sigma female's boundary setter. When a Sigma female gives you that piercing look, it's more than just a fleeting glance. This intense stare is her way of setting boundaries. The power in her eyes is a clear message that your actions have been noticed. It's a silent cue for you to stop and think about what you're doing. This penetrating gaze is her defense mechanism, a visual warning to prevent further overstepping. It's a plea for understanding without uttering a single word, a primal form of communication that says so much more than words ever could. Picture this: a Sigma female, usually composed and empathetic, suddenly fixes you with a laser-focused stare. This look isn't casual. It's deliberate. Her eyes, usually warm and inviting, become sharp and intense, cutting through any pretense. As the intensity of her gaze deepens, it serves as a clear signal that you've entered a space where few should venture. It's her nonverbal way of saying, "You've crossed the line and I'm fully aware of it." This stare is not just a reaction but a calculated response. It's her method of creating a boundary without needing to speak. It's powerful, effective, and unmistakable. When you see a Sigma female's eyes transform in this way, take it as a serious cue to reconsider your actions. It's a silent yet potent reminder that she is not someone to be underestimated or taken lightly. Number 9. The quiet moment before the storm. Sigma females are known for their remarkable composure, but when they're pushed past their limits, something intriguing happens. Instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, they often enter a strange state of calm. Not your average calm, but an eerie stillness that signals something significant is about to unfold. This usual warmth in their demeanor might fade, replaced by a chilling quiet that creates an atmosphere thick with tension, much like the silence before a storm. It's a subtle, yet powerful sign that boundaries are about to be tested. Imagine a Sigma female who usually navigates life with grace and poise. When she's pushed too far, she doesn't explode in anger or lash out. Instead, she becomes as quiet as a deep, still lake, reflecting an internal storm. This unsettling calm is her way of processing the breach of her emotional boundaries. It's a calculated move, allowing her to internalize the chaos and gather her thoughts. It's not a sign of weakness, but a moment of intense self-reflection and emotional recalibration. This eerie stillness serves a purpose. It's a self-protective mechanism, giving her time to prepare for the emotional storm that's brewing inside. By taking this moment to assess the situation and her feelings, she ensures that when she does respond, it's with a clear and measured approach. The calm before the storm is a crucial phase, allowing her to harness her emotions and address the issue with the precision of a seasoned tactician. So when you encounter a Sigma female who has been pushed to her limits and see this unnerving calm, Understand that it's the calm before a significant shift. This quiet moment is the prelude to the storm she's about to unleash. A storm not of chaotic rage, but of controlled and calculated action. Number 8. Silence speaks volumes. Ever come across a Sigma female? These women, known for their eloquence, may choose silence when pushed to their limits. But this silence isn't just about being quiet. It's filled with unspoken words and an emotional void that speaks louder than anything else. It's a strategic pause, meant to make you reflect on your actions and face the consequences of crossing boundaries. When Sigma females opt for silence, it's not passive aggression, but a deliberate tactic to highlight the seriousness of the situation. This silence carries a lot of weight, providing a space for introspection and contemplation. It's an opportunity for both sides to reassess the relationship and acknowledge the emotional impact of recent events. The absence of words becomes a canvas for each person to express their thoughts and emotions, setting the stage for a deep and potentially transformative conversation. It's not about avoiding conflict, but about letting the silence foster understanding and growth, paving the way for stronger connections and resolution. Silence, a powerful messenger. Number 7. Boundary setting 101. Sigma females, known for their patience and empathy, become skilled at setting boundaries when pushed too far. These invisible lines act as a shield, marking the space where others are no longer welcome to tread. This newfound assertiveness is their way of protecting their emotional well-being. For Sigma females, setting boundaries isn't about punishment but about self-preservation. Despite their accommodating nature, Sigma females establish clear limits to safeguard their emotional health. This proactive measure is learned from past experiences of being pushed beyond their comfort zone, signaling their commitment to maintaining a healthy emotional space. These boundaries serve as a roadmap for future interactions, ensuring that everyone understands the limits necessary for a harmonious relationship. By setting boundaries, Sigma females communicate their needs and expectations clearly without resorting to conflict or resentment. This practice empowers them to maintain balance and respect in their relationships, fostering mutual understanding and harmony. Establishing boundaries is a way for Sigma females to ensure that their emotional well-being is prioritized, creating a space where both parties can coexist with respect and understanding. Boundary setting, a guide for Sigma females. Number 6. The sudden chill, a shift in emotional climate. When a Sigma female's boundaries are pushed too far, the emotional atmosphere changes drastically. Usually a source of warmth and support, she suddenly becomes distant, creating a noticeable chill that leaves you feeling the void where her comforting presence used to be. This shift is a clear signal that her boundaries have been breached. This emotional chill serves as her protective shield. As the warmth fades, the growing distance acts as a tangible reminder of the disruption caused by crossing her lines. It's not just a reaction, but a deliberate message urging you to reconsider your actions and their impact. This cooling-off period encourages both parties to reflect on what went wrong and to decide whether to bridge the gap or let the emotional distance remain. The sudden chill is a cautionary sign, prompting a reevaluation of behaviors to restore the warmth that once characterized the relationship. It's a moment for introspection, an opportunity to understand the consequences of your actions and think about how to mend the emotional rift. Whether the chill melts away or continues depends on both parties' willingness to address the issues at hand and work towards rebuilding trust and closeness. Number 5. Emotional recharge, the Sigma female's self-care routine. For Sigma females, temporarily stepping away isn't about rejecting others. It's a crucial part of their self-care. This brief retreat is a conscious decision to distance themselves from emotional stressors and recharge. During this time, they engage in activities that restore their energy and clarity, allowing them to return to relationships with a fresh perspective. It's like hitting the pause button for mental and emotional well-being, preventing tensions from boiling over. When overwhelmed, Sigma females instinctively seek solitude, using these moments for introspection and self-care. This isn't about cutting people off, but about giving themselves a much-needed emotional detox to maintain their balance. This time away helps them avoid burnout and keep a healthy equilibrium in their interactions. Taking time for themselves is a proactive step for Sigma females. It ensures they can continue to contribute positively to their relationships while prioritizing their own mental and emotional health. By doing so, they prevent potential conflicts and return to their connections, feeling refreshed and more capable of nurturing their bonds. So, when a Sigma female steps back, understand it's not rejection, but a vital pause for self-preservation and relationship health. Number 4. Artistic expression, a therapeutic journey for Sigma females. Unleashing creativity is crucial for Sigma females as a way to process the emotional turmoil that can arise from being pushed too far. Whether through writing, painting, or music, their artistic endeavors help channel their intense feelings into tangible forms. It's a therapeutic release that offers a glimpse into their emotional world. For Sigma females, engaging in creative pursuits is more than just a hobby. It's a vital way to manage complex emotions that can't be easily expressed through words. Whether they're painting, writing, or making music, these activities help them bridge the gap between their inner turmoil and outer expression. Their creative outputs often provide deep insights into their emotional state, revealing the depths of their feelings. This artistic expression is not just an outlet, but a transformative coping mechanism that aids in their self-discovery. Through their art, Sigma females find solace and clarity, turning their emotional struggles into meaningful creations that reflect their innermost thoughts and challenges. It's a process that allows them to find balance and understanding in their emotional journey, making their creativity a powerful tool for healing and growth. Number 3. Tuned out. The Sigma female's selective listening. Sigma females, known for their keen attention to detail, become selective listeners when pushed beyond their limits. While they might be physically present, their mental focus shifts, creating an invisible barrier that filters out certain conversations. This isn't about ignoring others, but rather conserving their emotional energy for what truly matters. When Sigma females turn into selective listeners, it's a deliberate choice to protect their emotional well-being. They prioritize what is essential, tuning out non-essential noise to maintain their mental balance. This approach allows them to manage their energy effectively, ensuring they stay engaged without becoming overwhelmed. Selective listening is a practical tool for Sigma females to navigate their relationships. It helps them preserve their emotional and mental reserves while still being present for meaningful interactions. By focusing on what truly matters, they can contribute positively to their connections and maintain their well-being. In essence, this selective approach to listening is a reminder that meaningful communication requires mutual investment. Sigma females use it as a strategy to ensure they can engage in deep and impactful conversations without sacrificing their own mental health. Number 2. Transitioning from diplomacy to brutal honesty, a necessary shift. For Sigma females, transitioning from diplomacy to blunt honesty isn't a betrayal of their principles. It's a necessary adaptation to repeated boundary breaches. While the diplomatic Sigma female values open dialogue, opting for raw honesty is a strategic move to ensure genuine comprehension of the consequences of actions. Despite its discomfort, the truth acts as a catalyst for change, prompting both parties to reassess their conduct and expectations within the relationship. Although diplomacy is their forte, when pushed beyond limits, Sigma females may swap tact for unvarnished truth. This change isn't meant to inflict harm, but rather to offer a reality check, a candid revelation aimed at fostering understanding and addressing imbalances. It's a courageous stride toward transparency and authenticity, demonstrating a dedication to confronting issues directly rather than ignoring them. By embracing brutal honesty, Sigma females create an environment for meaningful discussions and personal development, laying the groundwork for healthier, more balanced relationships. Number 1. Navigating crossroads, rebuilding trust or closing doors. For Sigma females, the crossroads between rebuilding trust and closing the door presents a pivotal moment demanding careful consideration. Rebuilding trust is a painstaking process that requires genuine efforts from both sides to mend the emotional fabric of the bond. Conversely, Opting to close the door is an act of self-preservation, prioritizing personal well-being over sustaining a damaging relationship. This critical juncture necessitates introspection and accountability, as its outcome shapes the future course of the connection. Pushing a Sigma female to her limits prompts a decisive choice: to embark on the gradual journey of rebuilding trust, fostering healing and evolution, or to walk away from the relationship altogether. It's a moment of reckoning where actions bear weight in determining the relationship's trajectory. The decision rests in her hands, contingent upon the gravity of the breach and the sincerity of intentions. Understanding a Sigma female's boundaries is paramount to preserving the unique warmth she brings to relationships. Like anyone else, she desires respect and reciprocity. Thus, when navigating this delicate balance, heed these cues. They could pave the way back to a healthier, more empathetic connection. To wrap things up, when you push a Sigma female too far, prepare for a side of them you might not expect. Their usual composed demeanor gives way to an unsettling quiet, hinting at an approaching emotional storm. But don't mistake this calmness for weakness. It's a strategic move, allowing them to process the turmoil building inside. It's their way of protecting themselves, a signal that emotional boundaries are close to being crossed. This eerie calm is a clear sign that emotional turbulence is on the horizon. So, proceed with caution and pay attention to the signals they're giving. Pushing a Sigma female past her limits isn't just risky, it's an invitation to navigate through the storm of her emotions. So, dear Sigma sisters, remember to hit subscribe, like, share, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, rare gems.